Oh boy, we are over halfway through the NACL summer split, Cubby, and there's been a lot of games already.
We've seen 110 unique champs, and it's making me excited for next winter, where Fearless Draft will be adapted internationally for the first split and tournament. We're gonna have to start doing some homework, assistant coach, because...
Ooh, that's a good point. Can you help me out, talk to some coaches?
I got you. Let's do it.
I would for sure say I like full Fearless much more than the regular Fearless we had last time. This split feels like you actually have to have a lot more champions going on.
I do have mixed feelings about full Fearless. It's not so much that I think you can't draft with it. I just think the problem is the level kind of just goes very low in a very quick span of time because people simply aren't good enough to play a lot of champs.
Initially, when I first heard of it, I was pretty overwhelmed, but as you begin practicing with it, because that's what teams are doing, like you practice full Fearless, it doesn't necessarily feel like very formulaic. There's like a rhythm to it, right? Like game one, it's like this is our game one comp. Game two, these are like what will be our game two comp based off of like the priorities in game one. Game three, it's kind of like, all right, well, we really need to start adapting here.
Yeah, I like it because that's like a little bit more strategy where one champ is really contested between both teams. If you can like kind of change your meta prowess to try and steal it away, for example. I think that's nice, and it feels more clean this way.
As a viewer, I think it's super fun. I wouldn't mind like seeing it done and I guess across the world.
I don't know if they should have it on for the entire league. I think I like what the LPL did, which they had it on a bit at the beginning.
I think some regions might have to get a bit used to it. We had to, you know, like we had to get a little bit used to it. I think it's good for the fans.
I think it will be really fun to watch on a very high level. Like LCK, LPL, LCS, LEC, I think would be very fun to actually watch people try to draft because they do have the champ pools for it. So at that point, it's just creativity.
One of our games versus Blue Otters, the second game I believe, we started off with like a normal Sejuani jungle with Yone Renekton pairing. So we just embraced the Fiesta and we're like, okay, let's just whip out Kalista Taric, which is a combo I haven't seen too many people play, but we've been cooking it up in scrims and it worked out quite well. I really like that game.
Game 3 versus AoE. I think we had the Rumble first pick and then we flexed the jungle, which should be pretty shocking because if anyone was looking at Winnie's accounts, you wouldn't see a single Rumble jungle game, but we've talked about it before and we've got some scrim games on it. And then Dark Wings gets to whip out his Zed that he's been trying to play since I've quite honestly met him. It felt like an anime movie moment.
Give me a second here because I don't want to just like throw out a random champ. I want to actually try to snipe it.
I need to scroll through real fast.
Let me just do a little control F here.
I think we're going to see Milio as the 111 champ. It's a support pick that pairs quite well with like long range ADCs, which we have seen a bit in the league. So I'd be quite surprised if we don't see him for the rest of the split.
So let me tell you, a league with Jenkins and Zamudo, we're seeing Warwick. I just feel it in my bones. Like these two teams, maybe they might whip it out. Maybe there's a good angle. Hey, people didn't think Volibear was very good, but then Jenkins whipped up the Volibear versus the Skarner, right?
Well, I think Hecarim is actually strong right now. Like, I think it's actually a good champ, but I don't know if anyone will play it. I mean, we might play it, to be honest. Like, Jay's playing it a bit in solo queue, so we might play Hecarim. But I was also close giving it to Shyvana, who, in my opinion, is also absolutely broken champ. Or Milio. I think Milio is actually not too bad right now, but it depends a bit. So, one of those three.
Ooh, well, Cubby, you were a lot of help talking to those coaches. You ever considered being a coach yourself?
Thanks, Kangas. Way ahead of you. Excited for next year.